Hi everybody, welcome back to Liquored and Lacquered. This is a bit of a different type of video. I wanted to make a video for the friends and families and loved ones of nail polish addicts, and this is a gift guide for them. So if you want to give a subtle hint to your loved ones for the festive season as to what you would like as a nail polish addict, if you don't want to get anything, let's just say anything you don't want. We all know the kinds of nail polish presents that are out there that you may not want to receive. So hopefully I've gone through some ideas in this video that will help your friends and family and whoever to buy you some gifts for Christmas. So if you want to point them in direction of this video, please do so. I'm going to be showing gifts in different categories: under £5, €5 category, I guess dollars as well if you want, under 10, under 20, under 50 and over 50. So I'm trying to cover the broad range, okay? So let's jump into the first category. By the way, if you are one of those loved ones that have been pointed, gently nudged in the direction of this video, welcome, and I hope you find this interesting. Anything that I talk about, I will try to link down below if I can find something online, and I'll give you any details I can in the description box down below. So just use the little drop down menu there. I also try to mix online kind of products with high street products, so hopefully there'll be a good mix if you're interested more in online shopping or interested in more high street stuff, and hopefully it'll be more kind of global as well. So obviously my experiences with Ireland, the UK and Europe, but hopefully the US, Canada, anywhere else will be able to, you know, maybe use some of the tips and tricks in this video as well. Alright, so under £5, €5, $5, whatever you want to say. So let's just say under 5. This is more the type of stocking filler present, I guess, or maybe even a Secret Santa, KK, something like that at work, or just a little kind of token. Maybe it's for school pals, things like that. But people that are interested in nail art and nail polish and things like that, this is what I'm kind of thinking of for this kind of category. So the first thing I want to suggest is nail art, especially mini nail art kits or nail art sets that you can buy, or tools that you can get. Now you may be wondering why I'm doing this so early, but some of the items on this list in particular, you need to order them now. You need to order them this week in November, because you want to make sure that they get here by December. And even then, I'm putting a massive disclaimer here just to cover myself. There's no guarantee that these will arrive in time for Christmas. I ordered the ones I'm about to show you, the products I'm about to show you, I ordered in the last weekend of October, I think it was when I ordered them, last week of October, and they arrived the second week of November. So it took 3 weeks, the best part of 3 weeks for them to come, but they do come from China. So this is Born Pretty and Beauty Big Bang. So they have lots of little sets online. I'll link them down below, but you can get something like this, which is a kind of a dot curing set. I've actually picked up a couple of these for my nail pals to send in a little Christmas pack for Christmas. So sorry girls if you're watching, because this is a bit of a spoiler, but I just thought these are so pretty. I think they'd look lovely on, you know, your desk, wherever you do your nails, on your vanity, whatever it is. I just think they're very, very sweet. I think they're about $3 or $4 for a set, and I just think in a nice little stocking this would be perfect. Or if you know somebody that's really into their nail art but can't really do the stamping, this is a good place to start with a dot curing kit. But if you do know somebody that's into stamping, then Beauty Big Bang and Born Pretty also have lots of stamping plates that you can look at. They range, it depends on the weekend that you get them, they range between $2 and $4, I think, or $2 and $3, something like that. And they're really great. They come in like, this is the Born Pretty packaging this year, so they're really sweet. And this is the Beauty Big Bang, actually have nicer packaging. I will say, I love both of the companies. I will say Beauty Big Bang for me tends to be a little bit quicker on the shipping. And a top tip, if you to try and speed up that process to cover yourself to get your stuff in time for Christmas, you do more or less always qualify for free shipping. I think it's if you spend over $25 you qualify for free shipping. I always go for the extra signed for shipping, even when I qualify for free shipping, and I think it's like 3 francs for me, which is about $3. And I think it just speeds up the process a little bit more. I know people have had to wait like a month, maybe 2 months for their stuff to arrive because it's coming from China, but I always opt for the 3 francs because it's just like, I'll get it, I also get to sign for it, so I know it'll arrive safe. But when you're not ordering polish, things like this tend to arrive pretty quickly. If you're lucky and you really think this will be perfect for stocking fillers, then maybe you can have a look at these. I'll link some of them down below. These are like the 2 kind of big Chinese companies. I think AliExpress is another one, but I haven't used it. I've used these 2. I use them a lot. But yeah, so that's some stamping plates that you can look at. So for under the 5 mark, just for a high street option, I'll put in a picture here as well. You've got the Essence stamping range. They have their regular one, which is in a kind of a purple packaging, and they've little stamping plates to go with it. I'll be sure to put a picture up on screen. They also have a special limited edition Christmas one coming out, probably this week in November. So I'm into the second to last week of November here. So what date is today? That's the 12th. It's not that far into November yet. But yeah, they have a Christmas edition coming out. I think it's out this week in November, or the 20th, something like that. So yeah, it's a whole little kit for stamping, and they generally have nice little stamping tools and nail art tools. So in general, they might actually be a good place to start for you know, little nail kit, stocking filler, things like that. Essence you can get, I believe, in Pennies in Ireland. You can get it in Wilko's in Britain. You can get it everywhere in Europe. We're very lucky here. I think Ulta used to do it, but I believe there's also the online store for Essence in America and Canada, but I think they're limited, so that might not be available to you guys. But certainly if you're in the UK and Europe, hopefully you'll be able to get that limited edition Essence brand this year. Something else you can look at in the under 5 mark. In general, if somebody collects a lot of polish and they're into their nails, they're also into their nail care, and their hand care and their skin care. So I'm also going to mix in non-polish, non-nail art items. And first of all, I'm going to talk about hand masks. These are some of my favorites from Sephora. So this is really great for the American and Canadian viewers out there, because you won't get hold of these, I think, in the UK and Ireland. I don't believe Sephora has reached them yet, but they're in France, Italy and Switzerland now. I'm not sure about Germany actually, but yeah, the hand masks from Sephora are really, really good. And this one in particular, I just picked this up yesterday. It's the Christmas packaging for the hand mask, and it's really holographic, and I would be delighted if my husband, hint hint, I hope you're watching, Ivan, I'd be delighted if a few of these showed up in my stocking for Christmas morning, because they're not the cheapest. They're $4.90 here, so that's just over $4. They're not that cheap. I do cheat with these though. They're single-use gloves, but I only use 1 glove at a time. I use 1 glove on this hand and then switch it over because there's loads of product in it, so I try and get 2 goes out of these. But my favourite in the range is the almond, but the Christmas packaging, I didn't see anything but the avocado version of the Christmas packaging, and then aloe version. They didn't have any almond left, but yeah, really recommend them. And if you don't have Sephora, you will get really nice hand masks in Boots, in TK Maxx, Marshalls, Superdrug, most kind of drugstore type places. TK Maxx in particular and TJ Maxx should have really nice hand care hand masks that you can pop in a stocking. As a nail polish lover, I love a good hand mask. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about for the under 5 mark is kind of a DIY kit that you could make for somebody who's really into nail art or who travels maybe a lot. I mean, you can go to somewhere like Primark or Pennies or a dollar store, or even a good pound shop or Deals or something like that, or Soestern Grün, which is the Sisters Green, or Tiger, Flying Tiger, if you know those stores, discount stores, and you can pick up travel versions of nail polish or nail art or nail care supplies. So maybe getting a little bag, putting a little hand cream in it. I mean, you can pick up a travel Nivea for about $1 or £1 or something. A little travel kind of cotton pads, little travel nail files, a little kit like that can work wonders for somebody. I love getting that kind of stuff because I'll definitely use it. I'll always use it. And if you're not sure if somebody's into the nail art, then yeah, they'll always use those little kits. And you know, ribbon can be your best friend. Get some nice neutral ribbon, wrap it all up, make it look nice and clean and neat and tidy, and it's going to be a winner. So making up a little DIY kit is always a good idea. And something I forgot to mention, by the way, with, I think this is Born Pretty as well, they do have Christmas versions of their stampers out, and they have holographic stag kind of motif with stars. So that's another good buy. Again, I'll link everything in the description box down below if I can find it, but I'm sure I will. So the under 5 mark is probably more, you know, stocking filler, KK, Secret Santa, that kind of thing. But the under 10 mark, then we're kind of getting into bigger presents, I guess. But I guess these could be stocking fillers as well. And let's talk about polish, because really when we get into over the £5, €5, $5 mark, we're going to start talking nail polish. So for under 10, the first category I want to talk about is nail polish. And let's actually stick with Essence and talk about Essence for a little bit. 3 bottles of Essence should get you under 10, no problem. No matter where you are, they definitely are under 10 for me here. I think they're 245 francs for me. And when you're buying Essence, you can't go wrong with their basic gel line collection. And again, wrap these up in a little ribbon or put them in a little organza bag. And I think that's a nice little stocking filler, to be fair. And go with colours that are good for Christmas. So you've got your gold, your red, your white. Somebody will use that with anything. They'd use it with a little Dotacure. I mean, this, and with a little Dotacure kit, that is going to be amazing for somebody for Christmas. They can do a nice red manicure and do some gold and white dots on it. I think that's a beautiful little kit for Christmas. So yeah, so any kind of red or gold or white. I'm not entirely sure if the gold is still available, but you'll definitely get a glittery version of this and some red. And I just think that's a nice little set. And to be fair, you can do that with any brand. I mean, another brand in the UK that's pretty big is Barry M. Barry M have lots of really good kind of glittery versions of polishes for Christmas. So this purple one is great. You've got these metal ones, but this one, this red one, around Christmas time, Superdrug, Boots, I think that's it. I think that's where you get Barry M. They all do like specials with Barry M. So usually you'll get 2 for 3, or you'll get you might buy 2, get a nail and lip kit free kind of thing, and that's where I got this last year. So watch out for these kind of Barry M bottles and deals as well. They might come in over the £10 mark if you're buying more than, maybe if you're buying more than 2, but they'll definitely be a nice little present for Christmas Day in the little stocking, you know. So other brands obviously that you can go for in the high street, especially in the US, is Sinful Colours and China Glaze. I will try to look on Sephora or Target or Ulta and try and find links for you to put in the description box down below so you know what you're looking for if you're going out shopping. And in general, I think going with a red, a gold, a white is it's a good kind of Christmas look to go for. Not everybody likes green, for instance, so I think you're safe with those ones. And finally, in the under 10 bracket, I'm going to talk about higher end stamping plates. My favorites are MoYou, Maniology and Creative Shop. I will link down below different kind of festive plates that you might want to get, and they all kind of range for around over the £5 mark sometimes, but a lot of the times they'll have deals on as well, and I'll talk about those bundles a little bit later on in the higher bracket. So then we get into the under 20 mark, and for this I think something like OPI is always a good bet to go with, especially if you're not sure if somebody has this. They can always exchange it, hopefully if you buy it somewhere that they can exchange it unopened. And with OPI, if you've heard the nail polishing addict in your life talk about OPI a lot, and you're not entirely sure what to get them, but you know you want to get OPI, go for a good red. With OPI, it's always good to go for a red, and this is Cajun Shrimp. I'll put the name on screen for you. I think this is a beautiful red, but to be fair, any red in their core collection will be a good one to go for in the OPI brand. And you may hear the nail polish addict in your life also speak about Essie. Now I have put this in the under 20 bracket. It should be under 10 wherever you are. It's actually under 20 for me, but this is a beautiful pink. It's called Watermelon, and with Essie, you can't go too far wrong with the pinks. So if you just kind of keep that in mind, red for OPI, pink for Essie, then if you really, really want to go with those brands, they're the kind of color categories to go for. So let's go back to an online product, and for the nail art lover in your life, I have to recommend the Beauty Big Bang stamping plate holders. They come in these beautiful little organza bags, so they're kind of already semi-wrapped for you. They're completely holographic. I'm obsessed with mine. They're totally holographic. They hold the stamping plates inside, so they can do, and to be honest, even though I have loads of these already, if Ivan was to suddenly show up in my stocking with some of a few more stamping plate holders, I wouldn't be angry, because I always need more stamping plate holders. Also with Beauty Big Bang, they have this kind of newish one as well. Oh, it's washing out the camera a little bit. It's a beautiful pink kind of iridescent one, and this one actually holds different sizes, so that's another good handy one, and it actually feels a bit more luxe than the other one. I think this is actually $8.99 and this is about 15, so this is actually kind of under the 10 rather than the 20, but I'm trying to also include costs of shipping for things like this. Now they're the online options. I'll include where I can find them other options. If you don't want to use the Chinese companies, you can go to indie shops, and I'll try and list a UK or Europe friendly and an American friendly version in the description box down below. But stamping plate holders are always handy for the nail art lover in your life. So something else for the under 20 mark is actually something that I got as a present for my birthday this year. It's kind of giant. It's this beautiful canvas bag, and I found versions on Amazon, I think for about $13. They just had like simple kind of nail polish bottles over the front. You can always use places like Redbubble, things like that, to get mugs, bags, t-shirts, anything like that for the nail polish addict in your life. I love mine. This is actually full of prizes waiting to go off depending on who wins the giveaway on Tuesday. So I need to pop addresses on that, or on Friday, so I'll have to pop addresses on that the weekend and send them away. So that's what I use it for. So I just completely nerd out when I send the old nail prizes away. So let's move up a bracket again. This time we're going to talk about the under 50 mark. So we're really moving into the more expensive presents. And this is going to be a bit controversial, but I'm going to still put it in here because again, I got a present of this for my birthday this year from my husband, and this is the higher end nail polishes. Most nail polish collectors I know do not collect these or buy these for themselves. It's a real treat, and I have only ever bought a few if I've seen them on sale or something like that, drastically reduced, and I've gotten a couple as presents from my husband, and they'll really be very, very special to me forever because, you know, just that he went and bought something that's a bit luxurious and yeah, just a bit special. So for Chanel then, this is, I mean, what lady doesn't like a bit of Chanel in her life? This is a beautiful kind of dusty colour. I think if you're going high end, try to go with kind of a traditional colour, even if somebody in your life doesn't necessarily wear lots of red and pink. I think, for me anyway, I think I just prefer having a more traditional colour because it's safer in a high-end brand. Feel free to disagree with me below if you're watching Nail Polish Addicts, and but I think just in terms of playing it safe with colour, it's probably good with the high-end brands in particular. This one is called Elixir, and it's a nice kind of dusty red colour, and it's really pretty. My favourite high-end brand is Estee Lauder, and the bottles are quite festive looking actually. This is a nice kind of shimmery red colour, and this is called Fiery Hot. I'm not sure if it's still available, but ask at the counters. I mean, these cost a lot of money, so they'll be happy to help you out if you're looking for something that's just a bit luxe, and all of these come in like nice boxes and stuff like that. Something that I don't have, but I know a lot of nail polish collectors have at least one in their collection, is the Louboutin bottle. I'll put a picture up on screen for you. It looks like a high heel, a stiletto, the cap on the bottle. That is, I think they might even push over the 50. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure I would want that much money spent on me on one bottle, but it is a special, if it's a special treat and you know that the loved one in your life will like it, then go for it. Something else that you can do, and something that I'm trying to be a lot more conscious of around like gift giving, is buying from small businesses. I think it's really important to buy from small businesses. So one thing I would suggest is also going for some indie polish vouchers. I will list some of my favorite brands and some of the bigger brands in the UK and in the US down below, where you can get some really nice kind of vouchers from indie makers that ship internationally, or that can be bought internationally, or even just indie maker suppliers. I'll put them in the description box down below, and I'll label them to let you know whether they ship internationally or not. And so also in this under 50 category, I want to talk about just kind of upping the skincare sets in general. These products are all from a brand called Arda's Nails, which I absolutely adore. Regular watchers will know that, but if you're just here visiting looking for ideas, you may not know that. Arda's Nails also have a body skincare, or body kind of hand and skincare line called Soap Dodger, and they do amazing hand care products, and they have lovely Christmas sets out. And I believe Soap Dodger can ship internationally, but the Nail Polish Arda's Nails brand cannot. And I think any of these would be really good. This is the Hand Love. It's absolutely gorgeous. These are all made with really good ingredients as well, and it shouldn't be any problems for anybody. But you know, if you think there might be sensitivity, just read the ingredients, they'll all be there. This is my favorite at the moment, the foaming hand scrub. It's gorgeous. And this is the cuticle butter, or cuticle balm. What's it called? Cuticle balm. There you go. And again, I'll link this down below. Now, these prices really range from, I think it's £4 to £7 or £8, so they're not that expensive, but just to get a nice kit if you're ordering online anyway. And also I'm trying to just also include the delivery costs that might be incurred if you're buying a number of products. But if you want, you can even use these as little stocking fillers. So I think I got cut off there, but as I was saying, these products also make good stocking fillers, and this one in particular is a household favorite here. In fact, I've got some of this foaming hand scrub for my husband for his Christmas because he loves this stuff. Yeah, they actually do loads of men's shaving products and all that kind of thing. So you can do a bit of shopping for the whole family if you want. And lots of indie makers do that kind of thing online, and I'll be sure to link some other options down below. But if you're looking for more of a high street, mainstream kind of skincare product or hand care product, hand cream is always useful. A friend of mine got me a kind of festive hand cream collection from Clarins for Christmas a couple of years ago. I love that. Other people have gotten me ones from L'Occitane and Crabtree and Evelyn. Yeah, this one here, Crabtree and Evelyn as well. So these are kind of more luxury end hand creams. They're not the cheapest, but they are lovely for, yeah, I love them. I think they make really nice presents. And my favorite this year though, because I kind of treated myself to this, I think it was on special at the moment, is this one from The Body Shop, and it's the Candy Cane hand cream. Candy canes scented, it's peppermint, really, really nice. So this is going to be my go-to hand cream over the festive season, and it just makes a nice kind of festive present for a stocking. But yeah, I put it in the under 50 mark because I think you can get nice sets of these. I know that here the trio from The Body Shop this year, which has a berry and then a vanilla marshmallow with the peppermint, I think it's 29 francs, so it just kind of goes over the 20 mark. So yeah, and I'm not entirely sure how much these are. I think I got this on sale, but yeah, you might want to shop around for them. But a good hand cream set is always a winner. And finally we get to the over 50 price bracket. So this is going to be a way bigger present, obviously. So word of warning, you know, this isn't for like the stocking probably. It's going to be a little bit more than that. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is for nail art, and this is a stamping plate bundle. I have actually purchased 2 this year for myself. I'm being very generous to myself, but my husband and I decided that we're not going to give each other big presents this year. We're just going to buy what we want to buy. So I bought the Christmas bundle from Maniology. I'll link that down below. I believe it was $28 when I paid for it. It was on special, so yeah, you might want to watch out for that over Black Friday to see what you can get. And I think the regular price is $45, but again, I'm putting it in the over 50 bracket just to add in any shipping costs or anything like that. And then the big ginormous bundle from MoYou, I believe it's £48, and again just to add in the shipping, but that may be on special as well, but I will link it down below so you can go find it. But I think it has 15 or 16, maybe 12 plates. I can't even remember. There's a good stack of plates in there, so that's something that you can look into for the nail art lover in your life. And you know, I know that there's at least 2 in that bundle that I already have myself, but I'm just going to store them away for giveaways or for friends or for nail swaps. So don't be too worried if you think that they might have a few of those plates already, because they'll probably just give that away, I think anyway. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, nail polish addicts, okay? So something that I've kind of grown to love in the last few months, much to the detriment of my credit card, is Polish Pickup. And this is a indie maker exclusive online event that happens the first weekend of every month, where indie nail polish makers submit a polish that will only be on sale for that weekend. It can add up in terms of price for shipping and for, you know, the wish list and things like that. So I've put this in the over 50 bracket because I think a nice Polish Pickup voucher, which I will also link down below, I think that would probably be at least 50. I would probably put a 50 mark, a $50, €50 or £50 mark on that, just so that the loved one, the nail polish addict in your life, can cover shipping for a couple of polishes, maybe even more. You might want to even go more. I kind of tend to spend around that, maybe close to 70 if there's lots that I want. So the last Polish Pickup, I think I spent 60, but I also had 2 presents in there, so it really does depend on you. But yeah, a voucher for Polish Pickup I think is a good idea. And then finally, probably the most expensive thing on my list is a subscription box. There are a few out there, I will link them down below, but I'm going to talk about the one that I get, which is For the Love of Polish. And I believe you can opt out at any time, so you can decide if you want a month, 2 month, 3 month, a year, whatever you like. I think you pay by the month. I pay by the month anyway. It just comes out of my card automatically. So it depends on how generous you want to be to your loved one. So yeah, you can find out all the details in the link down below, and don't be afraid to message them. They have a little kind of a message option, a contact option on the website, so, and they're very good at getting back to you quickly. So yeah, you can find out how much you want to spend, if they can cut it off for you, all that kind of thing. But I would really recommend that. That would be an amazing present for anyone to get, because they're super limited edition, and I haven't had a bad polish in the subscription box yet, but there are other subscription boxes available, which I will also link down below. So that's it. I hope I've given you some ideas for the festive season, and any of you out there that are watching, potential nail polish addict gift recipients, please let us know in the comments if there's anything that you would add to any category, or if there's something you definitely wouldn't want, so that if, you know, somebody who's shopping for you sees your comment, they'll know what not to get as well. But yeah, all ideas would be most helpful and most welcome. I'm very sorry for mentioning the C word so early, but you know, these things happen. And yeah, I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye bye.